Hey, my name is Jessica. How can I help you?
Hey Jessica, can you create a travel plan for me?
I would be happy to. To start, could you tell me where you'd like to depart from and what your destination is?
Of course, so I'll be leaving from Belgium, Brussels, and I'm going to Bali.
Wonderful. Bali sounds amazing. When are you planning to leave and when would you like to return? Also, could you provide me with your name, email address, and WhatsApp number so I can keep you updated on the travel plan?
Of course, so I will be leaving the 20th of April, and I'll be coming back the 29th of April.
Perfect. That sounds like a fantastic trip. And could you please share your name, email address, and WhatsApp number? Also, is there any other important information I should know to create the travel plan?
Yeah, so there's no other information. Otherwise, my name is Alessandro. My email address is sdralternative@gmail.com. And my WhatsApp number is +32 0499 188 999.
Great. Thank you, Alessandro. Just to confirm, your departure location is Brussels, your destination is Bali, you're leaving on April 20th and returning on April 29th. Your name is Alessandro, your email is sdralternative@gmail.com, and your WhatsApp number is +32 0499 188 999. Is that all correct?
Yes, that's perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm so excited to help you plan your trip to Bali. I'm sending all of your details to our travel planning team now. Okay, Alessandro, I've sent your information to the travel planning team. They will start working on your itinerary right away. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Great, no, that's it. Thank you so much.
Happy I could help with your travel plan. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, and then as you can see, well, the travel plan is being sent, got sent to my email address, and then now it's being sent to my WhatsApp number. So yeah, so this has just been sent to my WhatsApp number. Let's take a look. So these are the details that I received on my WhatsApp. So as we can see, hello Alessandro, exciting travel alert. Get ready for your trip, Brussels to Bali, and then it puts the exact travel dates that I said. And then I also have the flight details where we have the price, round trip, and then it also gives a picture of the hotel with the pricing, the number of reviews, where can I directly book it, and then it also asks me if I want to speak to a live agent or if I want to make a payment. And this is all interactive. I can click on the button and then the flow would continue. You'd have to build this out, but yeah, this is the system. Now let's check my email address. Now let's check the email that I received. Okay, great. So let's just refresh. So here's the email that I received. Your upcoming trip to Bali. As you can see, it's all adapted to the branding. So my branding is blue. But yeah, World Voyager Travel, your premium travel partner. We have the flight information here. We have the included features. So Wi-Fi for free, inside power and USB outlets, on-demand video, the exact dates, the duration, the price. That is a high price, $3,000. I guess this is premium. I guess this is like business class or something, which can be changed in the requirements as well for the AI agent. Then we have the accommodation with a picture, the name of the hotel, and if you click on it, it opens to, well, the hotel page. After that, if you scroll down, we have a button, view hotel details, room. We have the rate per night, $37, and we have the total rate for the 9 days, and then more details about the travel agency itself. All in all, this would be super useful for any type of travel agency, even, for example, this hotel, if they had an AI agent where you could just speak with it, explain your next vacation, and then based on what you have explained, it would send you a personalized email with a travel plan in it. And on WhatsApp, of course, where WhatsApp gets a much higher open rate and reply rate, so the travel agency itself would see much more bookings being made and much less work for their own travel agents, which would be able to then focus on clients that actually need help from a human. So yeah, let's deep dive into how the whole process is actually done. So before we get right into the video, for those who don't know who I am, my name is Alessandro and I've been running an AI and automation agency for the last 18 months. Multiple clients now that I've worked long term with, but the most recent client is this travel agency that I actually got through my last video. So in the last video, I did a AI travel agent step-by-step tutorial, and I gained the client through that video. For this travel agency, we implemented the AI travel agent on his WhatsApp, on his email, and then also on his website. And so now what's happening is anytime someone goes to his website organically or through paid ads, the visitor is able to use the AI travel agent, actually ask to get a travel plan, and from there the person receives a message on WhatsApp like I showed you, and also an email. So let's get right into the video. I'll explain the different parts here, and then also if you want to get the template, you can just join my community, Rev AI. The link will be in the description. So how this works is basically we have the AI voice, which is created on 11 Labs using the conversational AI, and we created an agent. We put the first message as, hey, my name is Jessica, how can I help you? So what this happens is when the person initiates a call or wants to speak to the voice chatbot, this is the first message that Jessica will always say. Of course, you can personalize this to how you want it to be. Maybe we could put like, how can we help you with your travel plan, or do you want that I make a travel plan for you? But this works great. After that, we have the system prompt, so we just give it overall instructions, the tone, and what is the most important thing that the chatbot needs to do. And so here we say that it must use the N8N tool, which is to trigger the webhook once we have received all the information of the person to create a complete travel plan. So if we go down, this you don't need to change, we just leave it to Gemini 2.0 Flash. It's the best right now for this type of program. Here, this is what's important. So this is what's important is the N8N webhook. So basically you need to add a tool, and you will just create add a tool, custom tool, and then here you select webhook, you put the name of the webhook, the description, and then the URL link. Remember to always put this as a post because we're sending information, we're not retrieving information. So just remember to always keep this as post. After that, you're going to enable body parameters, and then here you just add properties, and basically the properties will be each criteria that the AI agent needs to ask the person to be able to trigger the webhook. So for example, the phone number, the email address, or the destination, the departure date and the arrival date, etc. Stuff like that. So what we have currently in the N8N, what we have currently in the tool section is, well, we have the name N8N, we have the description, the URL, and then if we go into body parameters, this is super important because if you don't have this set up properly, then it will not work. But essentially here we just give really like detailed information on when does it have to use this, and what is each what each information do we need to go to the next step, which is to trigger the webhook. So we need the return date, the departure date, we need other type of information that the caller needs to give, the destination, the WhatsApp number, the email, the departure date, the name, etc. And then we give like a description. If you don't put a description, then the AI will not know what this is used for and will not know what kind of answer to put under the departure date variable. So that's why it's super important. Then the next part is, well, to pick a voice. So this is a voice that I have. It does have an African accent and it works super good. Seems like a human, so that's why I use it. Otherwise, for the other parameters, I'll just keep it the same, but you can play around with the speed, with the stability, with the similarity. The similarity is just if you want to change the structure of the voice, but I wouldn't touch this too much. Maybe the speed, you could make it quicker, or maybe the speed would be great because some voices actually are very quick and some voices are very slow. So if you play around with this, you will be able to get to the perfect output that you need. Now the next part is the widget. So here basically the widget allows you to really customize it for the travel agency where you're going to implement it. So for example, if you want to customize the colors, or if you just want to replace it with an image, then you can do that. Or if you want to actually replace, instead of having start a call, you would have create a travel plan. like this, create a travel plan, and then basically the person would just click on this, and so basically this would explain the person what happens when they click on that button, which would increase the number of users, which would increase the number of people that actually use the AI travel agent, which is the goal here. Which is the goal here. So yeah, and then you have a button to test the AI agent. You can copy the link, you can send it to someone else to test it, etc. So yeah, super useful, very straightforward. If you have any questions, feel free to join the community. Just drop it down in the community, and then I'll be the first to reply to you. Otherwise, if we look at the other parts, so basically what happens next. The next steps is pretty simple, so we just format each of the replies into a way that's very easy for the AI agent to understand and for us to also place it in the different parts of where it needs to be placed. So we have an edit fields node. Then the next node is the flights codes and formatted dates. So the only thing that this does is basically it just formats it. It formats the answers in a way where the API in a way that can be used to, for example, get the flight's details. So for example, instead of Brussels, we use Brew. For Bali, it's DPS. Like that's how it's coded to search the flights and to get the prices, etc. So yeah, so we have it formatted in this way where we have the name of what this data is about, and then we have, well, the webhook variable here, which will display the information and will give the information to the AI agent, which will then use it for the email and the WhatsApp. Then after that, we actually have a system prompt, which puts the time, so the date and time of today, and we also make sure that the email address is well formatted with an @ and no spaces, because otherwise, if you don't have this, then there could be an error when sending out the email address. So once that's done, well, then we can go to the next part. So then if we go to the next node, it's the flight node. So here's to get the flight information and then to get the hotel information. So we use a website called Serve API, and basically here you have all of the different API requests to get the different types of information. So you can actually personalize this as you want. So let's say you want to add like what kind of events are happening in Bali during the dates that the person is going. Or if you want to add, for example, like one that I did in my last video was the YouTube videos. So it will actually do a YouTube search, and the whole purpose of this is that it would send, for example, in the email like a day-to-day life in Bali, just to make the person more excited of going to Bali. Because if you think about it, if I am looking to book a vacation in a certain place that I haven't been before, what will make me more likely to actually book and go to that place is, well, if I can see some sort of visual of how is it actually being there. Other than seeing videos on Instagram, pictures on Instagram, just having and placing that YouTube video can really increase that conversion of someone actually booking and paying for their vacation. So yeah, so that could be something that could be added. But yeah, essentially how this works is, let's say we go to Google Flights API. Basically, you have the API link, which you will use in the N8N workflow in the get node. And then, yeah, basically here just shows everything that you can do, what kind of information will you receive, etc. Same thing happens for the hotels. So if you just go into the hotel part, we can see, so this is how you would actually select what you want to choose. So here we have Google Hotels, so it will fetch the data for hotels. And here we have Google Flights, so it will search for the Google Flights data. After that, we have another AI agent who just formats everything into one big output. So this is just extra information that the person would need, and this would be used into the email and the WhatsApp message. So yeah, so this you can personalize as you want. Like for example, if you want to put the passport type, like this is very important for the visa situation. So let's say I'm from Belgium, so I know that I'm able to have a 30-day visa, but let's say you could be from another country like Bangladesh, where you are not allowed to get the 30-day visa. You have to get a different type of visa. So that's why it could be important to also ask that type of question, so that we can actually create the proper travel plan and just make it more valuable for the person. Then the next part is the interesting part. So we have the AI email agent, and then we have the WhatsApp AI agent. So the AI email agent, his responsibility is to, well, basically output, is basically to put all of the information that we collected into one email and format it, so then we can send a pretty email like I showed. And then basically that will be used to then send an email like this, where you have the colors, it's well formatted, etc. So that's what the responsibility of this AI agent is for. He is an expert email writer specializing in creating travel plans, and then we tell it exactly how it should output the data, and then this is used, well, to format the whole email. The next part is just to create the subject line. That's not that important, but that's how you would do it. So generate a nice and short subject line related to this. For the email, we'll send as a travel plan, and then we just input all the information that the last AI agent created, and then we just say create the subject line, remove the commas, and then it will create the subject line, so your upcoming trip to Bali. Then after that, we have a code node. So this is just to fix for any type of errors for formatting. And then we have the Gmail node, which will actually send the email. After that, we have the AI WhatsApp. So I'll just change the name here, AI WhatsApp agent. So here the purpose is the same. What this will do is it will just format it for WhatsApp, because email and WhatsApp, they have different ways of formatting it. They have different ways of how it needs to be formatted to send it has different ways on how the message should be formatted so that it can be sent correctly. As you can see here, we have 4 different code nodes. That's because we sent 4 messages. If we go back to the WhatsApp business page, we can see the first message is just a general greeting message. Obviously, this you can change, you can personalize as you want. Then after that, we have flight details. Then after that, we have hotel details. And then we just have the last, which is just to ask, like, what are they going to do? Do they want to make a payment, or do they have other questions? So that would be how you would do it for the WhatsApp. And what's really crazy and something that I really struggled a lot with is how do you send an image automatically on WhatsApp? And so this is how. I'm really giving like the secrets here. So yeah, so this code will allow you to send images onto WhatsApp, which is really a hack because it took me a lot of time to figure out. But yeah, that's pretty much the AI travel agent template. Again, if you want to download this, it's in my community. You can join with the link in the description. If you need any help or any support in setting this up, just send me a message directly in the community or put a comment down in the YouTube video, and then I will reply to you directly. If this video was valuable to you, feel free to like, subscribe. It's free. It also helps me out. And then yeah, if you want to see an exact step-by-step build of this template, then I'll put another video. It will be somewhere here. You can just click on it, and there I show exactly how to build it step by step. I don't have enough time right now to do it. It's 11:30. I have to go to sleep. But yeah, I catch you in the next video. Again, if you have any type of questions, feel free to ask me. I'm always there to help. And I've helped a lot of people to actually set this up and start selling it. So yeah, have a nice day. Bye bye.